Hello, I'm Warren Dewey. I am your instructor for Music All About America, Introduction to America's Music. So this is an orientation to the course. I think you'll have a much better idea of what's expected and what to do, how to approach assignments, even be more prepared for quizzes. So this is orientation PowerPoint that you already have, but I think it's a little better that I can be more specific in certain areas to help you. My background is professional musician, many years, percussionist, drummer. Drum set is my primary instrument. I teach here at Northeast Campus, virtual lessons at this time. And my former background is all styles of music, primarily recording. Have done many recordings over the years. Grammy nominated albums, traveled all over the world, playing for a lot of different people over the years. Enough about me, but my background is percussion. And so I'm going to start today and go ahead and just share this PowerPoint with you that you've already seen. But again, going to point out some specific things that I really want you to be a little bit more focused on in specifics. So, and share that, and there we go. You should be seeing that screen. I'm using for these recordings. I get a much better quality when I'm using Zoom. So these are being recorded through Zoom. So there's your course number. Obviously, make sure when you contact me by email, always use that section number. It helps me to help you quickly. And so again, this presentation is designed to help you be successful in this course. So again, if any material or instructions are to the point where you don't feel comfortable, please let me know. And so we're going to get started. First of all, college courses. This applies to every college course you take. There is a difference in the way that materials are being presented to you. So take a moment to read that. I don't want to have to read it to you. I mean, there's just more to cover here that I think is more pertinent, but you must be interactive. Again, assignments here are discussion boards, group assignments. These are not assignments that you work alone. So please keep that in mind. And there is a timeline that's really important in being involved with others because their time is equal to your time. When they're done with their assignment, they're gone. And if you have not caught up with the time element of the duration of the assignment, you're working alone and you've really destroyed the whole purpose of the assignment. So again, it's about critical thinking. It's about sharing ideas. And so again, just take that into consideration. It's out of most people's comfort zone. But once you make a few attempts to really get involved, you start to see a change in yourself and you feel better about it. At least I hope you do. So once again, please keep in mind that when you reach me, make sure you use your Blackboard email. I've had a few emails that have ended up, going to my faculty email. Case in point, if you need help and you contact me at warren.dewey@my.tcc.edu, it is going to ping my phone and I will get back with you as quickly as I can. At least sometimes I'll even let you know I can't answer your question now, but I will definitely get back with you. At least acknowledging how important your issue is, because if you need help, I'm here. So please keep that in mind. Always reach out to me. College instructors are not on some silver cloud, at least not at TCC. most importantly, that section number is critical because of so many sections that I teach. I have different instructions for different classes because it's different content. So again, if you're asking me about a quiz and you don't give me that section number, I can't really answer your question quickly. So, and and I've mentioned this several times in emails, one of the best things you can do for all college classes that you take, please do this. It makes your life easier, makes your instructor life easier. The very first time you reach your instructor by email, put your course number and your section number in the subject line. Just do it one time. That's all it takes, once, and then reuse that because you will keep a log, a history of all your emails with that instructor. It's huge because sometimes maybe in the past you had an email, golly, I don't know where that is, but I know he said this, or it's right there. It's at your fingertips, and you can always know where to find an email of a conversation when there's any differences of opinions. Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'll say something to a student that had maybe an issue come up and and offered to maybe extend a quiz, and then I forgot. So again, so I go grading it, and they go, hey, wait a minute, hey, you promised me, hey, it happens. I forget, but again, there's no problem. Again, because I can go back and see that same email. Oh yes, I told her or him. Yeah, and so always know that whenever there's an issue, I always give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Again, don't stretch that if you know what I'm saying. Again, how many uncles do you have? Okay, that are sick. Okay, I'm just saying. I've done this a long time. I'm just trying to be humorous about it, but again, use common sense. Okay. Um, in regard to that, I am flexible on quizzes, and I am flexible on your concert uh, assessment assignment, which is an essay that'll be coming up later. So keep in mind, there are certain assignments I cannot be flexible on. Okay. And I'm going to be going over that in a moment. So here it is again. Email section number, please. I can help you quickly. So check your TCC Blackboard page frequently, every day, daily, often. Again, um, sometimes it's just really some information that you're going to need to have. And if you're not checking, any announcements, then you may miss some important information. So there it is again. I can't repeating myself. Okay, so navigating Blackboard. If you haven't, again, maybe just getting used to it. But just to reiterate, that course menu is everything for finding whatever you need in this course. If we have lessons, obviously, start here, and then you're going to have the entire lesson structure every week. When you first open up the lesson page, it'll say start here, and then you go week 1. What do I do? Right there. As soon as you hit week 1, it tells you all the page numbers, all the content that for reading, assignments. It'll even have a reminder before you even open up that lesson. It'll say discussion board released this week, which means you've got something to do. You've got to address something right now with discussion boards. So again, quizzes. We have a quiz coming up. It's all in chronological order of what we cover. Online quiz 1, that was orientation this year. What I'm doing right now, but it was enough to give you to take the test. Okay. And I think you'll find it's the easiest quiz that you could ever take for this course. So next time there's a quiz, and I think, again, that depending on the class, there's one coming up for American music. It'll be in not this Sunday, but next Sunday. For music appreciation, you have another quiz this Sunday. So anyway, that's the way I structure it. Discussion boards. Every time you have an assignment, depending on what it is, go straight there. You've got it. Um, Blackboard Collaborative course, that is for the synchronous courses. That's where you access your actual classroom. Now, concert assessment. Once we get to that assignment, that's where you'll find everything you need. Group assignments right here. So as these assignments come up, this is where you access everything you need to know. So again, it's essential that you really refer to this. So everything, you want to check what your grades are as you're going on. By the way, every time there's an assignment or or a quiz, give me 72 hours from the time of deadline to get those graded. That's my timeline. I don't grade them immediately because I have other classes. It depends on what order I started. But 72 hours is a reasonable expectation. So, so again, here's Blackboard Collaborative. And again, for assignments, there is a requirement for doing video presentations on discussion boards. You just discovered one this last week. Okay, so again, that there's a structure to this. The reason is that when we did to the group assignments, we're pretty good pros at accessing and turning on the video, turning on the camera. So anyway, just to let you know, that's where you would access your actual discussion assignment, where you present your video, which is the second half of your assignment. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is where you access, whether you're in 1310 or 1306, it doesn't matter. Okay, this is a double duty PowerPoint. So for both classes, it's the same structure. Okay, so you access all your lessons there. And again, you would find that once you click lessons start here, this will pop up. So now, table of contents, you want to find something very quickly. Okay, I don't embed quizzes in your lessons. All your quizzes are right there. Okay, and so there's no need to put quizzes in the lessons. Again, you're following the course calendar, which I'll get to in a moment. But everything is structured based on what's due that week. Again, this is the week 1 discussion board, introductory profile, which you have already done. And of course, you had orientation quiz based on an orientation PowerPoint, which this is it. This is your lifeline right here. This is your course calendar. There's no need to call me or email me and ask me what's due this week. Okay, it's fine if you have to, but it's all right there. It's again telling you what the reading assignments are for the week. It's telling you what is due at the end of the week. All assignments and quizzes are released on Monday at 4 a.m. Now, there's an exception sometimes. I have to edit a quiz. For instance, sometimes there'll be a Thursday release because there's some inaccuracies or some problems with the last quiz. And so, again, it's Blackboard. There's some things, some bugs that are always sort of a snag, okay? And that's all done to prevent, as best as I can, crashes when you're taking a quiz, okay? When it happens, you just need to let me know, but let me know then. So again, course calendar has everything, all the assignments, the due dates, attendance. So if you're taking 1310 American Music, this is a synchronous course. Synchronous meaning there's an option to attend every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30. Not required. Okay. Encouraged, but not required. Now, asynchronous is going to have no set time meetings. Basically, you are graded only on your ability to do the quizzes and the assignments. That's it. However, Your attendance is based on, did you do the assignments and quizzes for that week? If you didn't, then you were absent that week. That doesn't reflect any grade. It's just, it's going to parallel with the grade that you got on the quizzes and the assignments if you didn't do them. And so it shows me activity on Blackboard. And if you haven't done anything, then you probably didn't access Blackboard that week. So that's how it works. Again, asynchronous, no class meetings. Okay. Make sure that you know that it's your responsibility to drop the course. And I hate that word with a passion, and no one needs to drop unless something's come up or you just lost interest or maybe you won the lottery. Um, so most importantly is when, as you start to accrue some absences based on not doing assignments, you're going to get an automated email from TCC, which says your instructor may drop you. I will not drop you. I don't drop students. It's your responsibility to do so. I never drop a student. Certain cases, you're incapacitated, somebody calls me on your behalf, okay, to drop you. I'll do that. But again, please make sure that you know that. And when you get those reminders from administration, yeah, sort of, it's a reminder to get with the program. But again, that reminder says I might drop you. I will not. Okay. Okay. This is the most misunderstood assignment. Write this down. It's very simple. You have discussion board. From now on, these are academic assignments. They're for a 2-week duration. If you're in Music 1310, you have 3 discussion board assignments remaining. If you're in 1306, you have 2. I believe that's right. Anyway, they're all based on the same grading scheme. Every discussion board released on a Monday, 4 a.m. You have until Wednesday, 11:59 to post your content on the discussion board. It's called a posted thread. When you pull up the discussion board, you read the instructions on what the content, what the subject is about, and you have to post your first thread. I'm sorry, it's only one thread. You post your content within 72 hours. I give it Wednesday, 11:59, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, so it's a little under 72, but you understand what I'm saying. You don't have to complete it. Okay, no, didn't say that. You want to get the assignment started by posting within that time period. The grade rubric has 2 categories. One's called promptness, the other is called building community. That's the community driven part of it, being involved with your classmates. If you miss that 72-hour period, that's a 30-point deduction. Straight off the bat, 30 points, okay? Because you're not getting with the assignment. That is first and foremost. Okay, so be sure that you provide some content, some substance in your first post. In other words, hello everybody, I'm about to start on this assignment. I hope to talk to you soon. Period. Done. No. You want to address what the instructions are asking you to do. It's not difficult, and I don't require you to write pages and pages. We're talking about content that can be conveyed in paragraphs. Okay. Again, maybe you put your first paragraph out that addresses the assignment. Okay. Now, that's your first thread. As soon as you post something on your thread addressing the assignment, look for others to reply to. Case in point. So you jump on this assignment Monday at 10 a.m. Nobody's posted anything yet. There's nobody to reply to. That makes common sense, but don't forget to come back maybe that evening to reply. You really need to understand how replies work. So you start your content. You don't have to finish your posted thread until that Sunday, the end of the first week. So again, get it started. Don't feel compelled you have to complete everything by that Wednesday, but you should start making replies. Okay. Minimum number. Minimum does not do you any good if you're counting minimum. I'll explain. 10 is a reasonable number for a 2-week period. Okay. However, there are certain criteria on replies. Please write this down. No more than three replies per visit or per day. Don't be the one that puts 10 replies on the second day of the assignment. Oh, I'm done. No. See, you can write 40 replies on that day and you still are in danger of failing that assignment. It's being and staying engaged, remaining engaged. What is that? About every 2 days, come back to check in that first week. Come back and check if somebody's replied to you. More than likely, somebody has. Answer them and look for someone else to start a reply with. What am I going to reply? It's about the content. Whenever you make your post on your thread, ask a question about the subject at the end. It invites somebody to reply to you. Whenever you make a reply, at the end of your comments, ask a question. Something, again, relevant to the assignment. By asking questions, it is an invitation and people will jump on it. Like they will respond. The biggest problem that we have with doing this is coming up with something on what do I say? If you ask a question at the end, it keeps things moving. And before you know it, and this is true, you've got 15 replies and it didn't seem like any hard work. It doesn't take much time. Folks, here's the magic rule. Do not allow a 3-day or more days gap before coming back to the assignment. That's not being engaged. It doesn't matter if you did 40 replies and you let a 5-day gap, or maybe you just, hey, I did everything on the second day and you never came back. Oh, no, because that is 20 points per occurrence plus 10 points per day that you don't come back. So once you hit that 3-day gap, then 4 days goes. Okay, so that 3-day gap is a 20-point deduction. So you come back, okay, great. You get that one gap, so you're good. But if you never come back, then there's 10 points every day. Guess what? You failed the assignment. Really stay engaged all the way to the end. So you space your replies out. It's a 2-week assignment. So if you think about it, if you do 2 replies every other day, starting the first week before the Wednesday deadline, wow, again, how long does that take? 15, 20 minutes, maybe? Again, and you look to always answer your classmates. If somebody reached out to you and replied, by all means, you answer them. Okay. That's the secret to really doing well on these assignments. Now, so week 1's over. Okay. You've completed your assignment by that Sunday. Now you have something to report on the video, not before. Don't think about that video before you provide something to provide on from the assignment. So I'm asking you to actually, the content that you presented in writing on the discussion board, you're going to take that and do your video presentation. You're not going to read it. You're going to look straight in the camera and talk about what you know about that assignment. Okay. Now, a lot of times we don't know if this is working or not and this and that. Bottom line is there's plenty of chances to do it. Unfortunately, I can't check to see if your video was successful because it doesn't label anything for me. So if you email me and say, this is so-and-so with 1310 20192 or whatever, I don't know if that's, I have to wait until the assignment's over. Again, I can't sift through all these videos because they're not labeled with names. Okay. It's impossible for me to do that with 5 classes. So again, the idea is to do the best that you can with the assignment you have, the content that you wrote, that you researched, and relate it to the camera. Don't read it. Don't read it. And again, here's another thing. Don't recite the questions because they're just leading topics. That's all they are. They give you some ideas with which to put something down that relates to the topics. They're not to be repeated or not to be rewritten on the discussion board. You just address them because you're actually constructing an informal essay. Those instructions are there too. Everything is based on, to get the assignment started, it's an introduction to what is it about, who is involved, where. Again, it's an introduction first, then the body of what it is you're going to be researching, reporting. That's the core of the assignment. Introductions are not really a good thing to do for your first post at Thread because they're not really content oriented. So it's the body of the assignment that you want to start really first. Again, that is all done in the first week. Intro, body, conclusion. That's your critical thinking element. That should be the most quantity oriented paragraph that you write because it's critical thinking. Okay. And so when you're done with that format, now you got something to present on the video. After the first Sunday, I look at it, review it, correct it. So now all you have left to do in the second week is wait for my corrections and keep replying. Keep replying. It's a simple assignment unless you let it get behind it. You can't address the assignment starting on the second week. If you do, you failed the assignment already. Sorry. Because that 30-point deduction on Wednesday plus 10 points on the next day, 10, 10 again. It's not just take a hickey here and, okay, so I'll get started. Now, so you got behind. Depending on how far you got behind. If you miss that Sunday deadline, I can't help you, okay? The first Sunday deadline cannot help you if you've never addressed the assignment for a whole week. If you do get behind, you can compensate. You can help save the grade, okay? It's not going to be an A, but it's not going to be a devastating grade. More replies, being more engaged than you normally would have. Instead of waiting every other day, I do replies every day. Again, just to show that you're being engaged and trying to make up for what you had missed. I really try to be flexible. Now, you miss that assignment and you call and you email me and say, I need a makeup. I can't do it. I just can't give you an alternate assignment because it's not a loaner assignment. See, it's community driven. I can't replace it and call, and email some of your classmates. Hey, would you help so-and-so? It doesn't work that way. So again, that's why there's extra credit. Extra credit's always available until the exam week begins on that Monday of exams. I think that's, I want to say May 10th. Don't hold me to that, but the beginning of exam week, all extra credit is not, cannot be received anymore, but you have extra credit always. You just have to ask for it. I have lots of assignments that are designed to sort of support the content we're covering at the time when you request it. So I hope that helps. Music elements. it's about a jargon that some of you've never heard some of these terms before, but I try to keep them to a minimal. And so um, that is going to be the critical aspect of this course because it'll always be with us. It's not, well, we covered it in week 2, we're done with it. No, you're going to have it all the way through. You'll have it on the final exam, you'll have it on every quiz. It's about the elements of music. So I've got, again, rather than go to that sheet right now, I'll go to it in a minute. I'd rather just get through this. So if you're in music appreciation 1306, okay, that would be multiple sections. I have one online. I have 3 that are asynchronous. Okay, this is your structure of the grading. You have 6 online quizzes, 1 essay assignment, concert essay assessment. It's not, none of these are time consuming. Okay. 3 discussion assignments, 1 you've already had, and 2 more. I believe the second one is going to be available February 8th. 1 group assignment. That's the one. That's the one. Again, it's graded just like a discussion assignment because you see, it'll not be a class assignment. It'll be a group discussion assignment. So the most important thing about that group assignment is the first week, everybody meets on Blackboard Collaborative in a group meeting. 30% of the grade is that meeting. Don't miss it. You're going to have plenty of time to organize when you will meet. How long? 15 minutes at the most. You're distributing the amount of workload that everybody will do equally. And there will be a group leader. Group leaders don't do anything more than just sort of email everybody and say, hey, can you make it at Wednesday night about 6:30? So again, that's going to be the most important thing to get that started, because once you decide who is doing the work, then it pretty much lays itself out like a discussion board. You post on the group discussion board. Okay, so again, I'm just giving you the overtones of the importance of that group assignment, and it's going to be in the first week. And I believe it's a minimum 2-week assignment. It may be 3 weeks. I'm not sure. So again, whatever the course calendar says, no, that is the law. It's not going to change. Okay. So all right, if you're in 1310, slightly different. You have 5 quizzes, but you have 4 discussion boards. You have a concert essay assessment as well, and a group assignment. Of course, it's all different content. So again, that's the percentages. That is that's on the ICR. That's our contract. That doesn't change. Okay. The course calendar doesn't change. Now, that said, sometimes there are things that are out of our control, like when COVID hit in the middle of spring last year. Some things had to change. But if there is a change, it's always to your advantage. It's never putting you at a disadvantage, ever. Okay. So again, those things do occur. All right. So again, it gives you the percentage and the breakdown, again, depending on your course. Again, please understand this is a double standard orientation, so I can do this presentation. And my courses are pretty much the same. It's just sometimes the points are different based on how many quizzes or discussion assignments there are. The concert essay assessment, it's very simple. Normally in a real world environment, we ask you to attend live concerts that we put on for you. Okay. And spend a lot of money doing that because we get quality entertainment. So now that's not the case. You're going to be given, depending on what course you're in, 1306 will get a YouTube video of a performance, concert performance, and so will 1310. And there's going to be a list of questions. This is a formal document. It is the only document of a formal essay. Okay. Everything else is posted as text, but that text that you post also has a format. It tells you no more than 15, 20 words per line, double spaced lines. Yes, on the discussion boards, if you didn't do that the first time, that's a very important criteria, how you post that. Okay, so, but this is a formal document. It's the only time you'll be asked to upload a file of your work. Everything else is just put on a discussion board or answered in a quiz, on an essay. So again, this is toward the end of the semester. Once again, just so I can go over this, discussion boards, promptness, building community. Okay, so again, I give you a little leeway. When you miss the promptness part, you're not building community. So I don't do 50 points. Okay, I just go with the 30. Okay, but you're not building community. You're not being engaged when you have not addressed that discussion board about it until the fourth day. No. Okay. So again, I give you some leeway there. Okay, because it says 50. I don't do that. Mechanics is your grammar. I correct everything. If I think your structure of your sentences is a little incorrect or needs to be reworded, I will tell you so. Okay. Be careful. Again, critical thinking, that is in your conclusion. Relevance, perfect example of relevance. At no time will I ever ask you to do a biography of anybody. If you give me more than 2 lines about any individual, more than 2 lines, it's starting to be a biography. Okay. So that means relevance. It happens. You have an assignment. I give you something and the name Bob Dylan comes up in the American music class, and you give me a whole page on Bob Dylan. Again, that's not relevant to the assignment. Okay, that's all. Just stay away from biographies. Okay, on anyone. Concert assessment. Be careful. Yeah, I get biographies. So anyway, you think this is enough? Wait till I show you the 5 pages of what students don't want to do, because I've done this course a long time and the same mistakes keep coming back. So I'm providing a 5-page document on each of the assignments, on quizzes, what to do, what not to do. Oh, it's cool. You'll thank me later. Okay, so that's the grade rubric. Please understand that rubric. Promptness, building community. Promptness, those are the 2 killers. Okay, right there. You get a hold of that and you manage your time. Come on, folks. On these discussion boards, 72 hours is plenty of time to give me a paragraph. Okay, don't you think so? Not 2 pages. Again, the instructions are not that difficult. It's just wrapping yourself around all these other things that becomes just challenging. You never upload a file. You're always free in your posted threads. You're always free to up and embed a YouTube video if there's something or an artist, or again anything that we're covering as far as content for that period. Again, with American music, it's a certain decade of the maybe the 20th century or maybe in the 19th century. With music appreciation, it's about a historical period in Europe. We're talking about maybe Johann Sebastian Bach, and maybe there's something you want to embed that's a composition by Bach. You're free to do that. You're not required. I don't require you to do that, but to make it a better presentation. And folks, in conjunction with the video presentation, okay, you're not going to be asked to do anything except record your presentation. Not going to have to send it to anybody. You can't send it to anyone. Video files are extremely large, and it just leave it there. And again, know that you did it and you're done. Once you record that presentation, you're done. Okay. there's nowhere to send it. It's privy to my viewing. That's it. Okay. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for you to be yourself, but at the same time, look straight ahead in the camera and know what you're talking about. That's all I'm asking. Folks, this is huge for job interviews. The way that we're doing things now, you should have a comfort level with doing that. Okay. That's why I do it. Again, I get a lot of comments about how foolish this is. Okay. Again, it's not. It's just, I will always give you critiques on the video. And always critiques are going to be in the gray column of your discussion board. It's between you and I. I don't post a thread for everybody to see. Okay. Now, I will occasionally make corrections on what you wrote as a reply and edit. Okay. And there'll be some corrections and it'll be in red. But again, that's for you, for your benefit of you seeing it quickly and addressing it. So one final word about when I make corrections, you have to make it right before the final deadline. Please do that. I, I've just done many of them, spent a lot of time making corrections and nobody does anything. So that's a hefty deduction. So again, that's part of mechanics, right? Again, most of the time, if you don't make corrections, you're not engaged anyway, because you never came back to see. So that's really a trivial point, because you didn't stay engaged with the assignment. So, all right. Again, all right. So remember, Word is the simplest extension that I can use. When you upload your essays, don't upload a PDF. I can't correct it. I can't make annotations. On Blackboard, if it's in Word, no problem. .docx. Okay. Anything else, I got to trail you down because I can't open it. Okay. I have to track you down. Submit it again. So again, please keep that in mind. We're going to be leaving Blackboard next semester and going to Canvas. It'll be much friendlier in that respect. So, and again, you've heard this dirty word before. It's called plagiarism. Okay. In this environment, it's easy to get the information that you want to put in your thread, or you want to put in the essay question of your final exam, and you copy and pasted it from an internet-based encyclopedia. Folks, I know all the answers to the content. I mean, I know when it's been done from Wikipedia or Britannica because I've had other students do it too. I know. Okay, so especially when the blue letters of Wikipedia show up, please don't do that. Everything's in your own words. Okay. So the penalty is you fail whatever that quiz is or whatever the final exam is, you fail it. Okay. I run everything through turnitin.com and I send it to you and also forward that on to Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs. So please don't do that. I'm very good at catching plagiarism. Okay. It's got to be from you, your own words. All right, please do that. I'm sorry, please don't do that. All right, again. So again, everything is corrected. When I see grammatical errors, I point them out. I want you to correct them before the assignment is completed. So by the time we get to the concert assessment essay, you pretty much know what I expect, okay? Because there's no time for me to correct essays. What you submit is it, okay? And so with all the corrections I've made throughout the semester, that's where it all comes to fruition. Everything should be no slang expressions, no no incomplete sentences. Okay, everything should be right there for me to go, wow, from where we started to where we are, you're writing really well. Okay, now many of you already write well. Okay, but again, I'm here for everybody. I'm here to teach everyone, and so just understand that when things are presented, you may be an experienced musician, and you're going, oh yeah, it's so boring, and it's what it is. So anyway, so I'm here for those of you that need help. I'm here for the asking. I do collaborate private sessions if you need some tutoring, just some help. Okay, if you don't ask me, then I don't know that you're struggling. Okay, all I do is I see the grade that you earned and go, I just didn't put enough time in. And if you don't let me know you're not understanding something, I can help you. Okay, so anyway, last day to drop, I hate that word, is April 15th. It's a Thursday, and by 11:59 p.m. You can do that online, but that's your call. Okay, I don't do it. So please make sure, again, things aren't working out, and we have things come up that change the direction of our lives and that are unexpected. And so, again, maybe at a later time you'll be in a better position to go back and take courses, but don't let that drop date get past you, because that F is going to be on your transcript. So you really want to not overuse them, but use them wisely. Okay, so um, tech support, you taking a quiz or your final exam online, your computer crashes, please don't wait till the quiz or the final expires to let me know you got a problem. Folks, this is what we do. As soon as that computer crashes, okay, it's not your fault. You contact 24/7 tech support. They will immediately create a ticket, a help ticket that validates your problem. See, folks, I can't give you the leeway if you wait till after the deadline. As soon as you create the help ticket with tech support, then you email me and say, this is what happened. I'll give you all the flexibility I can. All right. So please keep that in mind. It's just common sense. And your Wi-Fi went out or whatever. Again, it happens. Okay. It does happen. So I'm going to help you whatever I can, but communication, that's what we have. So please, again, reminder, when you contact me, use the Blackboard email. That's when I can get back with you quickly. And so I think that is it. If you need help in other courses, again, in this COVID environment, TCC has people in position that can help you for whatever the needs that you have. Even economic needs, if you're again, certain qualifications you need to meet, but if you need help with financial assistance for textbooks, sometimes, again, that help is there. At least research it and see what they can do for you if you have that need. Okay, so things that you have to do, again, to improve your experience in college is writing skills and study skills, and they can help you with that. One-on-one sessions based on, hey, I don't understand the listening part of this music elements. I can help you with that too. They're not going to be able to help you here, okay, on that, but I can give you some things. There's a lot of resources. And so anyway, that is going to, I think, be the conclusion of what I have. Well, yeah, let me cover this. It's very important. Tarrant County College District, Title IX. Okay, I am duly appointed. If I see any or know of any instances of abuse, sexual abuse, I am required by law to report it. So again, FYI, that is the law, especially Texas. And so it's all, again, confidential reporting. But if I know about anything, even if it's hearsay, and I hear something, I am required to report it. Okay. So anyway, just to let you know. And so sometimes it's an issue that it's an embarrassing issue for many. And again, that is what I'm bound to do and will do so. So I hope that helps you. And I'm trying to do more of these videos to help you get through. And I hope the explanation of the discussion boards, the concert assignments, um, will really give you more insight. So there will be another video on the 5 pages. It's called A Tool for Learning and Assessment. It will give you insight to the do's and don'ts on quizzes, on written assignments, on discussion boards. It's very valuable, and I'll be doing another video on that. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. There's some of them. They're coming up. So um, this this is new to me. So trying to find where to stop recording. All right. Thank you.